Hi, I'm Mark Hauer. I'm here for Exhaust Notes. Today's a really exciting day. We've got the all-new 2023 BMW M3 Competition Touring. Call it an estate, call it a touring. In Australia, it is definitely a wagon. We've got the huge grille at the front that's taking people a little bit longer to get used to. However, on this car, it suits perfectly because you've got the carbon fiber inserts on each side. With that additional intake, it actually ties the package really well together. In a dark color, it hides it perfectly well. It is stunning to look at. Let's work from front to back. First up, let's open the hood. We've got the 50th anniversary M badge on the front. Underneath the bonnet, we have 650 Newton meters of torque, a inline 6-cylinder twin turbo, 510 horsepower with a claimed 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds. We'll make sure we test that one out. With big horsepower comes big responsibility, and with big responsibility comes big brakes. We've got the ceramic pack on this vehicle, $16,500 of extra money to make sure that you're pulling this thing up really quickly. 400 millimeters on the front, 380 millimeters on the back. Taking a look at the side of the vehicle, we've got these carbon aero mirrors, huge side skirts, and these huge pumped out guards. Coming towards the back, we've got this aggressive carbon fiber diffuser, the quintessential quad exhaust that you've come to expect from M Sport. And with only 20 liters more space than the M3 sedan, there is still enough room to put our cameraman in the back of this boot. We press the buttons and we've got 1,510 square liters to play with. More than enough space for any of your family needs. See you, Phil. All right, although these are the sexiest seats I've ever seen in a production car, that will definitely take me some time to get used to. Up front in the cockpit here, we've got this fantastic curved screen display that's covering off everything that we need. It's got our Apple CarPlay as well, a whole heap of carbon fiber, the awesome M stitching on the steering wheel and also on the seat belts as well. There are a lot of buttons. There aren't many toggle buttons, so everything is done pretty much within this center screen here for aircon and music and all the rest of it. Sort of feel like it's going to take a while to get used to these buttons. We don't have enough time, so let's just figure out how to put it in M mode and let's go have some fun. All right, we've just made it out of the city. We're currently in the Royal National Park. Fantastic stretch of road. The seat is fantastically comfortable. It is amazing. I was really concerned getting in and out of it, that it was going to be a little bit more of a, I guess, a stiffer situation, but it hugs you really well. It feels like a race car seat. The heads-up display, incredible. A lot of information to take in, a lot of information to absorb. The fact that you can have Waze plugged in, amazing, just gives you that additional alert ahead of you. There's no real toggle switches or any dials for the aircon and to obviously set the radio. So all that stuff you really want to do before you start driving, it's one less thing to think about. Obviously the important buttons, your front and rear demister, they do exist as buttons. You do not have to go within the actual aircon menu to be able to activate those. Lots of carbon fiber. It's a really beautiful interior, and depending on how strong this microphone is, there's not much road noise. And I guess that's something that you would expect to not have to listen to when you're spending north of $100,000 Australian dollars on a vehicle of this caliber. The car itself, 8-speed gearbox, transitions perfectly in between gears. I'm starting to head up to a few twisties. The brakes, completely more than enough for city driving. I dare say if you're going to get the brake kit, you'd probably want to more so be one of the sorts of people that are going to take it out on track because they are very, very, very big brakes. But it really feels like a daily driver. It is ridiculously comfortable. It feels fantastic cornering. Again, you feel like you're in an M3. I've driven the M3 sedan before, very similar. It is surprisingly, what's the word I'm looking for? It's surprisingly docile in its current setup. It is something that you would be comfortable just taking out on a daily basis. Alrighty, we've got a bit of a stretch of road here. Let's give it a little bit of a hit and see how this pulls. Oh, that is very, very surprising. I didn't expect it to do that. Not in standard mode. That was awesome. Let's try and find someone to pull over and adjust these little M buttons, because I'm really excited to configure these and see how they go. We've pulled over and adjusted the settings. I've got M1 and M2 set. M1 is two-wheel drive, limited traction control. M2 is everything turned up with four-wheel drive and traction control still on. So we'll start on that, because the last thing I want to do is return half a car to BMW Australia. Wow, what a car. What a car. Suspension feels absolutely amazing. Braking is amazing. Acceleration is ridiculous. Wow, what a car. What a car. As driving here, it really did just feel like a daily car, maybe a little bit somber, but these little M buttons have opened this car right up. This is very, very, very exciting to drive. Oh, wow. I am going to have to drive more modern vehicles. This is spectacular. BMW M unit, thank you. This is not a wagon. This is not a wagon. It is a slap in the face in the best sort of way. We're gonna have to switch this into M1, two-wheel drive mode, and whoa. Let's drop it down a couple gears. That's just flying up the top. I think the roads are a little bit too moist for this mode. I'm going to switch back to four-wheel drive. It feels like you're in a race car built for the road. Obviously, time has been put into this vehicle to ensure you can drift it and have a lot of fun if you so wish to turn this into your daily track car. Your daily track wagon. Woo! This had me giggling like a little schoolgirl. Wow. Incredible. The car feels amazing. That was absolutely insane. What a vehicle. If that does not get your adrenaline running, I don't know what will. You've got two cars in one, two wagons in one. You've got this vehicle that's perfect as a daily, and then you press this M button and it unleashes this whole new capacity to the vehicle. It is like having supercar performance in a wagon. It is a super wagon with everything going electric, losing that tactile feel, losing that soul. This is definitely one that you would want in the garage. I dare say that this will probably be the last M wagon that is internal combustion fully, no hybrid or anything along those lines. Definitely want to check out. Visually, absolutely stunning. Check out Exhaust Notes for more information.